back. It is 9:15 right now, sitting through long medical appointments. It can be uncomfortable, it can be lonely, and frankly, boring.
Yeah, a Minnesota high school student knows firsthand how dreadful they can be, sitting for 5 hours to receive treatments for an autoimmune condition. So he did something about it, creating an app with his friend. This morning we are joined by Luke and Logan. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Creating Together IV, as
Yes.
it's called. Okay, let's start with this. Luke, you were inspired to create this app because of what you were going through. Do you want to just talk about kind of that moment that you thought there has to be something that I can do?
Yeah, sure. So in 2022, I was diagnosed with dermatomyositis. So ever since then, I've been receiving these infusions that take 5 hours long. And I felt bored and just uncomfortable, but most of all isolated.
Yeah.
Because like none of my friends really have to go through something similar to that. But I realized that there were thousands of other people across the country getting the same treatment as me. And I looked it up, like there was 3 million people each year getting infusions. So I figured if we were all doing it at the same time, we could pass the time together online and just connect and get through the treatment easier.
It's one thing to think about that, and then it's another thing to say, okay, now I'm going to do something about it. Your buddy Logan decides to chime in. You guys have been friends since you were little.
Yeah.
How did it come to the idea to now creating this app? Kind of walk us through that process.
Yeah, well, Luke reached out to me one day over the summer, right at the beginning of last summer, and he kind of explained this predicament to me, and he explained like it's really hard, and like I think that we could work together and we could build something to like make that not be the case anymore. So we met together at like a coffee shop, and we kind of like brainstormed and we figured out what we wanted this to look like, and we reached out and we saw if people would be interested like on support communities like on Facebook and Reddit, and saw like, would this be interesting? Would you guys be interested in an app like this? And we got like almost 100% positive feedback, so we figured that we should pool our money and start working together to build this. So yeah.
So you did it. So what can you do in the app? Chat? Play games? How does it work?
Yeah, so the base of the app is the online lobby, and that's like the home page. That's where you can see the icons of other people receiving treatment. And then from there, you can play live trivia games. So like fun, engaging trivia questions with everyone in the lobby. So I don't know if you've played like Kahoot before, but it's just a game style trivia. And then there's a leaderboard for that, so you compete to win. But then you can also play like 1 versus 1 games. So we have 4 across, checkers, and battleship, just universal games that everyone knows to play. And then the other significant section of the app is the coping tools. We have a relaxed coping tool, which is like a circular breathing visual. And this is to help people get the IV needle in their arm. Like for me, that was one of the biggest problems with the treatment, just getting it started with the needle poke. So yeah, we have the relax for that, and then the distract, which is a whack-a-mole game. So you have to think about hitting the moles and dodging the bombs, which just takes your mind off getting the needle in. And I just found that's what's most helpful for me.
It officially launches this week, right?
Yes, Wednesday.
Okay. Wednesday.
Counting down.
Huge congratulations. You know, Luke, like you mentioned, so many people have not been in your situation. What does something like this offer for you and for other people who, when this is your day-to-day, and I mean, to be fair, it's a grind. You know, it's not fun. Is this just kind of a little bit of a distraction?
Yeah, I think it is a distraction, but even more, it builds connection with other people who know what you're going through, which can sometimes take away the isolation, which I think could really benefit people's mental health. Because going through something like this alone is really hard, even if it's just playing a simple game like checkers with another patient. I think it's really helpful for me, and I think it can be for other people too.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Well done,
this
you
is
guys.
amazing.
Yeah.
I know. You actually had a problem, and then you like solved it, and you did something about it.
Yeah.
And more of us need to do that.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having us.
Yeah, good luck. Keep us posted, okay?
Absolutely.
And they're also still like finishing high school, so bravo, guys. Good job. They still have their normal life too.
Yes.
You can follow them. It's at togetheriv.com. You see it right there. Show them some love and pass it along. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.